It was just announced yesterday that the WNBA Indiana Fever has partnered with Anthem Incorporated for a multi-year partnership focused on sports, leadership, and social justice. So joining me now is Allison Barber from the Indiana Fever. Hi, Allison. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me back.
No problem, Allison. Congratulations on this partnership. It's really something that's needed right now, don't you think?
It's a really powerful partnership. You know, I was so inspired by our players this summer as they were looking to use their platform to have a voice and to really promote issues that are so important, like social justice. So for us to come together with IU, School of Philanthropy, and Anthem and create a new program and a curriculum for our players to go through and earn a certificate and equip themselves with even more competencies about how to be an advocate is timely and very exciting for us.
Yes, and can you tell me a little bit about what this partnership means with Anthem and the Indiana Fever?
Well, Anthem is a terrific partner for the Fever because we believe in so many of the same values. You know, how can we use our platforms both as the only women's professional sports team in the state and then the major corporation of Anthem? How do we use our platforms in a way where we can advance important issues like health and, mental health and physical health? How do we work hard to provide spaces for inclusion and diversity and equity, working with social justice, all of these issues that are critical to the success of society? It's great to come, shoulder to shoulder with a company like Anthem that says we all want the same thing for Indiana, all 92 counties. We want the same thing for our Hoosiers, and so let's work together to create new programs and new approaches that highlight good work and the importance of these issues.
Yeah, and Allison, I have to tell you, I'm not surprised one bit by this move. I think that majority of female athletes, especially WNBA players, have always been among the first to take a stand when it comes to things like social justice.
Well, our WNBA players have always led the way. This summer, you saw that for sure.
Absolutely.
In the wobble. And, I'm proud of the Fever players. They're the first players to go through this innovative program called Athlete to Advocate that we've created with IU School of Philanthropy. And so they'll be the leaders again here in Indiana to say this is academic coming together with passion and purpose to create stronger advocates.
Absolutely. And let's talk a little bit about that Athlete to Advocate program. Now, exactly, are they going to receive a real certificate? What is integrated into that program?
They'll go through a 5-week curriculum taught by professors from IU School of Philanthropy. And it will be once a week. Our players are mostly overseas, so they're logging in from all over the world to meet with their professor. It's a 5-week program that will teach them issues of philanthropy and leadership in philanthropy and social justice and philanthropy, communication and philanthropy, and how to lead through nonprofits. Our players oftentimes start their own foundations. Sometimes they come alongside other nonprofits to help support them. So at the end of this 5-week program, our players will have earned a professional certificate that will go on their resume, but most importantly, will equip them with new competencies as they work to continue their impact as professional athletes.
That's so needed right now. And if I understand correctly, there's 4 other teams that have also partnered with Anthem. And whenever you guys play against each other, when you compete, they're going to unite to do some kind of community service, right?
That's right. So Anthem, we created the partnership with Anthem. They recognized that they had other priorities around the country. So we invited our fellow WNBA players in New York, teams in New York and Atlanta and LA to join in. And so when we play those teams here in Indianapolis, you might imagine that we would host a food drive because health insecurity is a big issue that we want to combat here in Indiana, and Anthem's, that's a priority for them. You might imagine that we'll have a panel discussion with players from our team and the other WNBA teams to talk about mental health, another critical issue that we're focused on. So this is also innovative that WNBA teams are coming, they're competing fiercely on the court and then coming together to contribute in the community.
Absolutely. I love this idea. I think it makes perfect sense. Allison, do you think other WNBA teams are going to hop aboard this train?
I would imagine that this program, our athlete advocate curriculum, I would imagine that that will scale across not only other WNBA teams, but professional athletes across the country, because I think it meets a need, it's timely, and it's really specific to meet the need of athletes. And so I think that that will scale across the country.
Absolutely. Allison, thank you so much for being here. You know, today is a good day to be a Hoosier. I'm so happy to hear this news from the Fever.